Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good evening. So right now I'm going to continue with our Dark Tower run for the week. This is day 2. So yeah, let's get it started. We do have our 3 attempts again, and we're about a little less than halfway done. Got about 5 days, and we'll hop right in and see what we can do. Currently using the geisha skin along with our Gleedy pet. Okay, we're facing an ogre with a sentry pet over here. Just gotta make a change. Alright, so we are facing a Chernomor over here. This one has immunity. Also, we'll get extra attack at the end of the turn, and we'll heal the Warlord every time he attacks. Kind of thinking maybe we should just use our own Chernomor to block. There's a lot of health on this hero. So, also too, because of the extra attack, it's pretty much just going to run over anything that we send to it. But I guess we'll have to be able to block for something. 1, 2, force them to send a third hero over here. Let's take a look at some of these buildings that are around. Okay, and nothing that will help us. Guess we could try and go for a flight hero to block, although they will have that silent skill for the ogre in a couple of turns. So I think still want to be able to deal as much damage as this, but I think we're just gonna go with our own Chernomor just to block. How do they can get a health boost too, even with immunity? Oh, so much for this battle. So yeah, the friendly spirit over here. This one has flight. Also, we can freeze one of our heroes when it dies. Here's the flight hero over here. Could be freezing for that. Yeah, I think we might have already lost just from this first turn, Chernomor, but we'll do what we can. We will also try to not surrender so early because I've heard that I might give up a little bit too early. So in this case, we'll just go, let's see what's going to make more sense. We got flight over there, block. We can stop damage at least for 1 turn using the flight hero. Otherwise, this is just going to run it over. So yeah, I guess it'd be okay. I'm going to summon this flight hero over here on B1, this old bones. And just to block, we are going to have this destroyed by combat here. We have the grandma over here doing an extra summon because it killed this building. Might have a little bit of damage here. Combat here, combat here. Okay, hey, we actually do have something. So I'm going to summon the York over here. Thinking about this here. Clear this out, at least to get rid of the immune hero. Have to deal with these 2 flight heroes. Especially, they do get an attack boost at the end of the turn for every Chaos ally. But I think the priority is going to be the Chernomor. So in this case, going to summon the York over... I'm going to summon the York over here on B1. Oh, the death trigger, the freezing. Oh boy. Well, forgot about that. Hey, it's another Chaos hero too. Okay, so how many attacks does this Chernomor has? 4 extra attacks. We will still need to block it. Gonna go with our Archvampire over here, which of course does get in front of the Chernomor, which is not what we want to see, because our Archvampire will be destroyed. Let's see here. Gonna go with this flight hero over here on B2. This Wing Protector has Mental Shield, and we'll at least be able to stop the next Chernomor attacks. Okay, we are running low on health. And at this point, I guess we'll use our destruction skill to get rid of these wounded heroes. We have the Woodland Hermit here with the high health and high attack. Okay, we'll do our destruction skill to get rid of these heroes. The summon from the grandma ended up destroying this building. I'm going to go with our melee hero over here with the flight, Celestial Maiden. And at this point, let's see here, we have this range hero, this red hair beast. This one will give an attack boost whenever our warlord is attacked. I'm going to do a shuffle now, see if we can actually find some heroes to... There's too much damage behind here, but we'll do a shuffle, see what we can find. Okay, that's not going to help. We do have this hero that does have Reborn, but it will be destroyed by the multiple attacks. So I'm going to do one more shuffle. In this case, I guess we'll just summon this flight hero. So combat here will destroy that. Combat will destroy that. We have the Alexandria coming out with the Life Palace. Guess we can do our summons to block. We can at least now get rid of the Chernomor. We have an open lane over there. I think that's probably going to be it. I guess we could give extra attack to 2 of our witches, although they will die at the beginning of the next turn. Combat over there. Oh, you know, we don't actually have to summon over here to block because on lane A here, they have the 2 buildings in front, so they can't summon over there. But so I guess we'll summon the Discordia over here on B1 just to try and clear out some heroes. Okay, it's an attack boost at the end from the Discordia here. And well, the multiple attacks happening for lethal. Lovely. Okay, well, we will try that again. They already had that very good start with the immune Chernomor with the high health, so that is because of that that battle was pretty much unwinnable. All right, so well, they're using a Jimmy Rocker Boy, also with no pet this time. Okay, let's take a look at some of the buildings that we got. The mental shield building is always a threat. Building here, deal some damage. Okay, sure. Here. Okay, gonna start with the Charn over here on D3 just to attack, get rid of the building. Also, then we'll transform to Cenotaph, and then while the Charn attacks, we'll get some extra attack runes. Okay, we got the Dominus over here with the extra attack, also the health boost at the kill here. See what the block on this is, so it's 82. Won't be able to destroy that. Really do want to wait for the Jimmy Rocker Boys to come out. But this Dominus over here is a little too strong of a threat. We can do that. Set those up for that. If this didn't land on the block room, we would have had an easy kill with the Butcher here, but I think this Dominus is going to be a little too strong, so I'm going to do our Arch Vampire summon. And then also follow up with the Butcher over here on B3, and the reason why is because we can clear out the Caesar's head. And then at the end of the turn, we have the Arch Vampire dealing its damage to get rid of the 1 health Dominus. Okay, we have the Igneous Girl over here. This one has a death trigger to deal damage to one of our Warlord, and then also gives Splash. The health rune over there. Could do that. Alright, got to figure out the block. So 82, 53, so that's 140, which we do not have enough of. But we have the Arch Vampire damage at the end of the turn. I'm going to go with the Madame Lotrix over here on A1. We'll have some puppets off of the attack. Oh, and actually we do have enough to destroy, so that's good. And those puppets will reflect some damage, and then also remove negative effects from us. Okay, they summoned the Rocker Boys over here. Okay, clearing out some heroes. They summoned the Tinker as well with the mini Tesla X, and we took a little bit of damage off of our puppets being destroyed. We got that over here. The Tinker also deals extra damage to our nature heroes, which in this case we do have one over here. Block on this one. Of course, these also have block as well. Want to find a way to wound the Jimmy Rocker Boys, so that way we can then set up for our destruction skill. We got that over there. There. Could do a shuffle. Could find some heroes. I guess that would be okay. Yeah, we'll do a shuffle, see what we can find. Okay, these are less useful than the other ones. Let's see here. Taking a look at this one. This one has resistance. This one freezes any hero that appears in the line. That's not bad. Sure, why not? This one has vampirism, I know that. Oh no! I'll just summon this hero over here on D3. That way we can still do some freeze if any hero appears in the line here except nature. Okay, so we got some reflect, got some more reflect. You got the Ronin over here, get an attack boost for every Order ally on their side of the field, which is pretty much all of these heroes. Going to do our destruction skill to get rid of both of these. Probably do one more. It's probably a little greedy. Could be possible. Although we can just destroy this, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. We'll do our destruction skill to clear those out. Then let's see, this hero here. This one has a death trigger to give extra attack to one of our heroes. Don't have anything to destroy because again of those block runes. So I think we're just gonna let those go for now. Comment over there. Yeah, I'm gonna summon this range hero over here on. Oops, I was summoning this on D1 for some protection, but I forgot about that extra free skill. Okay, really want to play some more of these puppets out to help us block. So we got the Fan Dancer here that has Mental Shield, also gives negative attack to one of our heroes. Deals damage to males at the end. That could work. Although that would also hurt our puppets as well. This Kunai Master will deal damage to a random range enemy once it attacks. Could work out. How big is the splash? Okay. I think we'll still need to find a way to clear out those rocker boys. So in this case, just going to summon the Kunai Master on B2. Okay, we got some good drops for next turn. Assuming we can survive next turn. Oh wow, this is going to be... Okay, this is great. So they have the Arch Witch over here. This one gives vampirism to one of their allies whenever the attack. Going to go with our Call of Witch summon to see if we can get some attackers on the board. And will we have enough for lethal if we have this? So 165, so I'll clear that out. So 3, that is 510, 670. Oh yeah, actually we will have lethal here. Just making sure there are no other death triggers on the field, just the rocker boys. Yeah, I guess we'll just summon the building over here. And should have enough for lethal after these open lanes for attack. And there we go. Could have also just summoned the Bastet and destroyed our own witches once the Bastet came into play, and then dealt the damage to the enemies. But this was the safer play. And yeah, so, well, getting a victory out of that pretty tough combat situation was nice. All right, so yeah, let's keep going. Okay, facing an ogre with the Drogon pet this time. Okay, we got a Caesar's head over here. Another Caesar's head that gives block, some block. Okay, got some attack runes, and there's also one behind here. What's going to make more sense? I think we're going to go with the Masora's first turn. Although, I always forget how strong the Mushus are. I don't think this one is particularly strong. But I think we can put a little more pressure if we go for the Masora's. So I'm going to summon it over here on A3 in order to get as many copies as we can off of the attacks. And then if we do have enough pressure, we then will get rid of the Caesar's head if possible. Alright, so we got the Griffius over here, has flight, will also give block to any of the allies in the row with a wounded hero attacks, which in this case are Masoras. The Masora over here on A3 won't be able to attack this because of flight, but this one will. We can give miss to an enemy for turn, and this skill only triggers off of a successful attack. So in this case, going to go with the melee hero over here on D2. This Nomad will give miss to one of the enemies, which in this case is that Griffius. And then we summon on D2 so that we allowed our Masora copies to keep going. Alright, so let's see. They summon the totem over here. This one deals damage to all of our heroes at the end of the turn. Gonna just summon this range hero over here on A1 to break the mental shield. And at this point, it also does have protection with the Masora copy. Okay, they did their silent skill, so no more skills for those heroes on the field. Okay, that Griffius putting in some work. Then we got the Necrolich over here with the Rotters. When those Rotters die, they will deal damage to one of our heroes. Let's see. Oh, this will help. Okay. So we have the Beholder. This one can give a damage pentagram to one of the blank spots once an enemy is destroyed. I'm gonna actually summon it over here on B2. Don't want to waste this attack rune quite yet. And as you can see, as those Rotters are being destroyed, we have these damage pentagrams. Okay, let's see. We have the Emerald Dragon giving spikes to the enemies. Also does have splash and flight. Going to go with this range hero over here on D1. This one, Frozen Morguard, will freeze 2 random enemies. And then also we'll be able to deal some extra damage to the Warlord. Okay, they went for the stones now. Okay, our Masoras are basically all gone now. Okay, got the Grim Harvester. This has a death trigger to give an extra attack to a random enemy. Also gets an attack boost for every melee ally, which I guess in this case are those Rotters. We're going to go with our Arch Vampire summon to set up for the Wounded skill. And just need a blocker for this turn. Hopefully we can still stay around. I'm going to go with, let's see, so combat will destroy that. Damage pentagram over there. I think we'll just go for the blocker. So in this case, going to summon this melee hero over here on C3. This Keeper of the Grove summons a totem behind themselves. That totem will give health boost, and the Keeper will give spikes around. So that'll help out a little bit. Alright, so more Griffius damage. Okay, we got the Wild Tamer, gets an attack boost for every ally, which in this case are those Rotters coming out. We'll also get spikes at the beginning. Going to go with the Destruction skill to wipe out the Griffius and the other heroes. Okay, and those Rotters will be gone, so the only hero that we have to worry about now is this Wild Tamer. See combat over there, 8-6. Just doing the math because it is also on a damage pentagram, as you see. So 114, 110, a little short. Oh, yeah, we can give some extra attack to some heroes. Why not? So in this case, it's just going to go with this Omnaraki on A1. This one will give extra attack to two of our melee heroes at the end of the turn. And then we'll also be able to give bleeding if this hero does die. Okay, we have the Goliath over here. This one steals attack and then also will deal damage whenever an enemy appears. It's going to be close. I'm going to wait until the attack steal goes before summoning these Call of Witches. So in this case, going to summon just a hero with high health. In this case, we could end up summoning... Yeah, we'll summon another Beholder over here on C3. Okay, so a little bit of damage happening to the Goliath. Okay, we have the death trigger on the Onraki, given bleeding. So this hero will be destroyed. We got one more over here. I guess we'll just attack the Goliath. It's just a matter of how we're going to do that. This main hero has silence. Yeah, we can summon the Storm Rage over here. This will be fine. At least then, if he has little attack, we can still use the death trigger to deal damage to enemies in the line. Which in this case got rid of the Kelhorn, which is very nice. Okay, so now at this point, we are just trying to deal as much damage as we can. Gonna still wait for the Call of the Witches because we're not close enough to lethal. So in this case, gonna go with this melee hero over here, the Gravekeeper, to give an extra attack rune. Okay, they have the Warlock over here, giving curse to enemies in the line. Don't have quite enough to deal damage, but yeah, we can take a risk. So we're gonna go with the Call of Witch, see if we can get some attackers on this line. We do not. So going to follow up with, let's see here. But there. Still would like to be able to destroy this hero, but this hero is actually relatively weak in terms of attack. So I'm going to summon it over, let's see, comment here, comment there. Yeah, you know, I'm just kind of trying to deal some more damage. So I'm going to summon the Ghost over here on B1. This one deals extra damage whenever one of our heroes attacks to the Warlord. And we'll also be able to deal damage to an enemy if our Warlord is attacked. Well, so much for that. Alright, so we have the Dominus, the Swarm King. This one has the extra attack, also gets a health boost. Don't have anything for this, and we're very close right now to lethal, but they can also put a lot of pressure against us. Also, the Drogon does deal extra damage whenever a male hero kills on their side. So let's see. We do want to spread our heroes, so that way we can continue dealing damage to the Warlord. So in this case, I'm going to go with this melee hero, the Sharpfin. This one gets an attack boost to itself for every hero around. Okay, we have the sudden deaths happening. We will want those in order to deal damage against this Warlord very quickly. But we do not have a solution right now. I'm going to go with the Flight hero over here on B3 to actually block against the Dominus. So the Young Griffin over here. And at this point, we're just hoping we have something that can attack the bottom lane. Okay, we have the Champion of the Arena gets an extra attack for every kill it does. So in this case, that's going to be a problem. We have the Minstrel over here. This one will give an attack boost whenever heal triggers. Do we have anything around here? Oh, you know, we can summon another Flight hero just to block and also get rid of the Champion. Okay, those damage pentagrams helping us out a little bit. Okay, we have the Void Juggler giving extra attack to the Warlock over here. Do we have enough for lethal? No death triggers, just making sure. open lane on A, so we'll just summon the range hero up top, just making sure we can also deal some extra damage. And then we'll summon the Omnaraki for lethal here. So, big scare towards the end with the Dominus, but as we did deal enough damage to the Warlord, we just needed one good draw, and yeah, we made it out. Alright, so we got some epic Groot, not too bad. Groot's always fun to have and useful for league building. Alright, so yeah, let's keep going. Okay, ooh, facing a pirate with a skull, and this is the rare version of the Sentry Pet. Okay. Does not mean that we should underestimate our opponent, though. So once again, we have the Seizur's Head with the Metal Shield. We have a Seizur's Head that block. Okay, some pierce and some damage. So let's see what we can do. So they do have that pirate skill to do the damage pentagrams, also the sharks. We're going to summon something in the blank cells over here just to get rid of some things. And I think probably the best one is probably going to be... I guess the Confucius is going to be fine with the high health and the immunity. So I'm just going to summon it over here on C3 just to break the shield. We'll also be able to give some damage runes to their open spots. Okay, so we got the Chupacabras over here. He gives negative attack to our order heroes, and then also will deal damage, vampirism in the line. So break that over there. Thinking what's going to make the most sense. And summon this melee here with the high health on C2. D2 rather. This rock can deal poison. Okay, you can see those damage runes happening. The Splintered Soul here has Reborn, also gives bleeding to enemies in the line, but again, because this Confucius has immunity, not worried about that. Not too bad. I'm going to summon the Ogork over here on B3. This one deals random damage. Whoops. Deals random damage to enemies. And then we'll also, it gets blocked for every wounded enemy at the end of the turn. It's the Dominus again! Okay, this is fine. We can run over the Splintered Soul. The Dominus can be blocked over here by this melee hero. The Winged Knight deals damage to Chaos enemies. Also, we'll get attack boost to allies if it's attacked. Alright, so the sharks. Okay, Dominus is blocked. Okay, the Confucius is gone, which is unfortunate. Alright, we got the Flame Juggler over here. This one gets an attack boost off of any hero being destroyed. Going to go with the Arch Vampire now. Not where we want it to go in spots, especially with the vampirism damage off the Chupacabras. We'll summon another Flight hero just to block. And I'm going to summon over here on C3. So this Dream Whelping does have a little bit of flight. Also has that splash damage, which allows us to wound these heroes as well. Okay, well all these heroes are wounded now, so this is a good time to do Destruction skill. Just checking out the Wood Elf over here. Clear those out. We have one more skill that they have, give an attack boost to male allies, so if we clear those out, we'll be in good shape. This building here gives extra attack to this Sword Rock, gives extra attack to one of our heroes at the end of the turn. I think that's going to be a little more useful than this hero with the high health. So I'm going to go summon this over here on C2 behind the Flight hero. Okay, you got the Wing Protector. The Mental Shield was broken because of the damage rune, but it does have flight. Let's see. I'm going to go with the... Let's see, what's going to make more sense? You know, I'm actually going to go with the Eternal Sun over here on B3. We'll get some extra... We'll get some Mental Shields at the end of the turn. And then also, it gets an attack boost whenever any melee hero attacks, which is very nice. Okay, going to go, let's see. I'm going to go with our Call the Witch against the Miss Lapin here. Gives negative attack to heroes in the line, but we will have enough damage to destroy that, so that's good. I'm going to follow up next with this Lucky Rabbit over here on D1. Freezes 2 of the enemies for a turn. And even though we don't have enough damage here, we can at least stop this hero. We got some Metal Shields at the end. It's going to protect some of our witches. Okay, let's see. We got the Lake Pixie over here, freezing one of our heroes at the end of the turn. Combat will destroy that. We'll have a little bit of damage, and... Oh, you know, I think we might actually have lethal next turn if we do this correctly. Got combat here, combat there. Yeah, I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to go with the Vixen over here on A1. This one will freeze one of the enemies whenever we attack the Warlord. We'll also be able to deal some damage at the beginning of the turn with its attack boost skill here. Alright, so, ooh, this is the Aharon God's Will. So this is that new hero. This one has that phantom attack, and then we'll also be able to steal attack from wounded heroes at the end of the turn. Also has a death trigger. I think we might actually have lethal here, though, because of the low attack on the God's Will. So just gonna actually skip the summon, also to avoid any death triggers. So we'll just skip the turn. We'll see the phantom attack happen, but then after we have lethal on the open lane. Okay, so yeah, there we go.
Epic.
Okay, hey, not bad. Got some, what's that, Gremory Nightchild? Epic, so very useful. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we got the Ogre along with the Shadow Ocelot. This is the epic version of the Gleedy Pet. So let's see what we can see. We got another Caesar's Head. We got our own building here that deals damage. It's going to be toss-up. I think the Floss is going to be slightly better than the, what do you call, the Mother Owl over here, just because it puts a little more board pressure. So in this case, you're going to summon the Floss over here on B1. We'll get some plants. Those plants will summon more plants. And we also got rid of the Caesar's Head too, as you saw. Also be able to do some poison damage, and then also this hero gets an attack boost, or a health boost at the end of the turn. Alright, so we got the All Princess Sands. This one has a death trigger to give negative attack to our heroes, which is actually fine. We do want to trigger this off before the silence skill, so that way we can just remove the negative effect. So we want to deal as much damage as we can to this hero. So in this case, just going to go with this melee hero over here on A1, or A3. Also with spikes too, it's not bad. Ah, the miss, yes. Forgot about the miss too. Is there miss? Oh, still has miss again on the Floss. Okay, oh, this is good. So they have the Aqua Spirit. This freezes two of our range heroes, which in this case are these. And then again, that Floss has the miss. So in this case, going to summon the Jormungand Grand on A3 just to break the all. We'll see the negative attack, which is actually okay, because once they do the silence skill, it'll remove that. And so we'll be able to attack that. Okay, we got the Chernomor over here with the very high health and immunity. We will want to destroy this as quickly as possible, just like in the first battle that we saw. So in this case, going to go with this range hero. This one will be able to freeze and come over there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll summon it over here on the health rune on A1. And who knows, they might not even silence. Okay, we have their own Lucky Rabbit over there. We're going to summon this melee hero with the high health. This Dark Warrior has a death trigger to give Mental Shield to our Warlord. And, well, we'll be protected, at least for a turn. We have Splintered Soul here with the Reborn and also the Bleeding in the line. Again, just need to deal as much damage as we can to the Chernomor. So even though this hero does have high health, it's not going to help us get rid of the Chernomor. So in this case, just summon this range hero over on E2. Okay, and we will be able to get rid of the Chernomor next turn, which is nice. We're taking some damage right now. Okay, we have the red hair beast. This one gives an attack boost to a random ally whenever our warlords attack. We don't want it to get extra attack off of any hero. So we could do that. Really do need to draw out that silent skill. And we are low on health. We're going to be taking a lot of damage if we don't clear out these heroes. So it's unfortunate, but I think we will need to do our destruction skill now. Could also potentially use our shuffles to find a better hero, but I think the Charn is going to help us with the extra attacks more frequently. So I'm going to do our Arch Vampire. Okay, we'll do our destruction skill next. Oh, you know what? We have the Call of Witches over here too. So we'll be able to clear out most of these heroes. And the Silence might actually be pretty good too. So I'm going to go with the Call of the Witch. We'll be able to clear out the Chernomors. We'll be able to clear these out in those. And actually going to go with... Yeah, I think I'm probably still going to go with the Charn. Summon over here on E2 because I do want the Mental Shield skill to help for later once it transforms into a building. It's Dominus again, the third time. Alright, so it's unfortunate now because once again they still have their silence skill, which they are going to be using this turn, by the way. But we will need to block the Dominus, especially with the high health given off of the kills. Alright, so they did their silence, which means that we have no flight on the Wing Protector. We have the stones over here. Okay, our Charn is now gone, unfortunately. The Insidious Gorgon over here doing the Vampirism. Could do that. So we do have an option to stop both of these heroes using the all. We do also have the Mislapin, but I think it's probably going to be a little more consistent if we go off of... Oh, you know what? We have these extra attack runes. So the all Prince of Sand, that skill for the miss, it goes off whenever it attacks. So if that's the case, then probably just going to go over here to protect our ranged hero. And we'll be able to attack this building. We'll get some health back, which is nice. And more importantly, we'll be able to give miss to the Dominus. Alright, well, they have the Storm Rage here. This will be able to destroy all of our heroes because of its death trigger. And, well, we don't have anything except for another flight hero, so I guess we'll do that. We'll summon on the extra attack rune, just deal a little bit of damage, even though, as you can see, the health is very large. Okay, we got the Young Primate over here, has some spikes. The Shimuna here is going to be a good temporary option to stop these heroes, so I think we'll do that. Potentially be able to clear those out too. Yeah, I'm actually going to summon it over here on B3, and the reason why is because that shard that comes out off the Shadow Shimuna is going to happen below as opposed to above because of this extra attack rune on top here on A3. So we're just going to do the best we can in order to defend. You have Caesar's head, that's kind of nice. And yeah, I'm actually going to summon the Caesar's head over here on D2 to help us block on the lane. We'll be able to also deal extra damage once one of our heroes are destroyed, which in this case will be the shard that gets destroyed at the beginning of the next turn. Okay, that Chupacabras is also going to be a problem because of the Vampirism. Oh, and our flight hero is now gone. Oh boy. Alright, let's see, we'll be able to break that. Come over there. We do need to find another hero to stop these heroes as soon as possible. That Vampirism skill off the Chupacabras also gives an attack boost as well to all heroes here with the Vampirism. So I'm going to do a shuffle, try to find a flight hero. Do not. We'll do another shuffle again, and no flight hero, which means that we will be taking lethal this turn. Just making sure. Yep, we're going to be taking lethal this turn. So that is unfortunate. We lost a lot of steam towards the end because of having to deal with that Chernomor once again. This is what happens when we don't use the attack boost for this time around. So yeah, well, we have one more attempt. We'll see how far we can take it. Hey, it's Exejew. We faced him before. All right, so Ogre along with the Sentry Pet. They have the Diana here getting the health boost for every one of our heroes. Also has counterattack. Let's see. And you see, also gets the attack boost as well, which is going to be hard to deal with. That. Okay, you know, we're going to go with the Necro Lich over here on a B1 with some protection from the building. Get rid of their building. Some of these Rotters, which will hopefully help us block. And then also start to set up for some damage where we could do a destruction. Okay, so they got the Void Stone over here. This deals damage to our heroes when they come on play, which will include the Rotters. Let me just see their base stats. Yeah, they will die as soon as they come out. That's not what we want to see. Oh, we do have this, we have this Frozen Morguard, which will freeze 2 random enemies, which in this case can be the Diana. We also need to deal damage to get rid of this Void Stone anyways. Okay, so we stopped the Diana for a turn. We also got rid of the stone so that we can... It's Dominus again! What's going on? Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess we could use our destruction skill to get rid of those. Do transform, block, silence. It's probably a little greedy, but I don't want to use his destruction skill now because then we still need to deal with stronger heroes for later. So I'm going to go with the Santa over here on C2. This one will transform the enemy that attacks into a reward box. So in this case, can get rid of the boost on the Dominus. All right, we have the Rotters happening over here. Being silenced. Okay, we have the Moody Ghost over here. When it dies, it freezes our heroes in the line. Could do that, could that. Guess we could also summon our own Moody Ghost in order to get rid of this. Yeah, I guess that's actually not too bad. Do that, that. You know, I'm going to go with the hero with the higher health and also has flight. So, we can do a little bit of block. Might actually be able to just destroy the Diana in combat. Also, this Beholder will deal damage pentagrams once the, once an enemy is destroyed. So in this case, that present from last time. We got the Immortal Warrior over here, giving an attack boost to older heroes. Also has a little bit of block. Is there block? Oh, there's block over here too. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, we've stopped a majority of the damage. Still want to draw out those stones. I'm going to summon this range hero over here on A1. The Puppet Mistress will summon a puppet. And that puppet will reflect damage, also remove negative effects, which we don't have right now, but again, it's just nice to have another blocker. Now we draw out the stones. Okay, we got this El Cactus that gives spikes whenever one of our heroes attacks. Well, this is the time to go for our destruction skill anyway, so we'll go with our Arch Vampire. We'll wait one more turn to actually wound the cactus. And then we just need a blocker for now. We can deal 59 damage. Sure, yeah, I guess we will. We're going to go with this melee hero over here, the Keeper of the Grove, summon the totem. Okay, a little bit of spikes happening. Okay, this is fine. We have the Arch Vampire damage at the end of the turn. Okay, not what I wanted to see. We have the Aphrodite dealing damage equal to the health of one of the enemies at the end of the turn. Could do that, could that. See if we do that. We could be extremely greedy and just wait for the heroes to be destroyed using the, the destruction skill and the Spore Loath, but we can just destroy them now. Let's go with the destruction. We'll have the death trigger off the Moody Ghost. We'll do our Call the Witch to have enough damage to the 165. That's 330, so that should be enough for that. Then... yeah, actually going to go with the Spore Loath over here on B3. We want to deal some damage at the beginning of the next turn to the enemies. Also summon some Morals to give this a health boost, and then also have some blockers for later. Okay, so we got the Sunrise Main. This will deal damage to all male heroes at the end of the turn. We'll also give a health boost to the allies, or the enemies, when another female hero is summoned. Just making sure... okay, just female heroes. So in this case, could do that. Oh, we can also do a boost over here. Can freeze chaos heroes. Yeah, this should actually be good. I'm gonna summon this range hero over here, the Lady Snow on C1. Be able to destroy the Sunrise Maiden, and then we'll also be able to slow down some chaos enemies if they come into play. Like that one, for example. So the Villano Mad Genius, this will give a health boost to the Warlord once at the end of the turn. We need to deal 90 here, so about another 90. Yeah, we know another range hero. So we'll summon the Ghosto over here on B1. Oh, I forgot about the health boost at the end. Yeah, I forgot. There's a health boost given to the enemies as well. Oh no, the Ghost is gone. Oh boy. Alright, so this Mad Genius is going to be a large problem because of the health boost happening. We do need to get rid of the Mad Genius as soon as possible. Okay. We need to protect that. Some deals extra damage. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, so we'll summon this range hero over here on, we'll summon it over here on a B1 or deal some damage. They have the Ghost again. Lovely. We need to find a way to get rid of this Ghost. So I'm going to do a shuffle, as all of our heroes right now, they can't attack because of the Villano's negative attack skill. So I'm going to do a shuffle, see what we can find. Could potentially destroy it with the health. So there's an extra damage skill over here with the El Mariachi, equal to 50% of its own health. So that's 120, 210, so still not enough. This hero has Pierce, but also still not enough. Shield there. Well, at least the mental shield could protect our heroes, but that's still not going to be anything to get rid of this. I'll do one more shuffle and see what we find. No. Okay, so I'm relying on the attack boost given with the Shaolin and then also the death trigger to one of the enemies. But don't think we're going to have this just because of that Mad Genius miscalculation. We did get rid of it, but we still need to face this Ghosta, which is going to clear out all of our heroes. Yeah, I think we will not have it at this point. We don't have anything to block, and we don't have any clears. 400 plus the extra damage off of our Warlord being attacked, so yeah, we are going to take lethal this next turn. Ugh, yeah, I miscalculated on the Mad Genius, so unfortunately we will be taking the loss here. Very close battle, but just made a couple of misplays along the way, so kind of bummed, but yeah, well, we did okay for day 2. Gotta wait for some more attempts, and hopefully we will clear this up in the next couple of days. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.